In the world of relationships, there's something fascinating about the unspoken signals we send each other. Whether we realize it or not, our body language, actions, and words, or lack of them, communicate volumes. When it comes to dating and romantic relationships, this becomes even more complex. Sometimes a younger woman might be interested in you, but she's not directly saying it. She might not make the first move, yet you can sense there's something there. But what are these? Silent signals. How can you tell if she's waiting for you to take the next step? In this video, we'll uncover the subtle clues younger women drop when they're waiting for you to act. Asterisk, there's this myth that women, especially younger women, always want you to be direct, always make the first move, without hesitation. And while that may be true for some, many others rely on their body language, hints, and unspoken gestures to communicate interest. These signals can be confusing, especially if you're not attuned to them. But don't worry, it's not as difficult to recognize these clues as you might think. The key is to be aware and understand that what she's showing you in her actions often says more than words could. Asterisk, a woman's body language is one of the clearest indicators of her feelings. When she's interested, she often mirrors your movements. Mirroring is a subconscious behavior where someone mimics the actions or posture of the person they're talking to. It's an easy way for her to show that she's comfortable with you and feels a connection. You might notice that her body starts to mirror yours during conversation, whether she crosses her legs when you do or leans forward when you lean in. These actions are subtle, but are signs that she's enjoying the interaction and might be waiting for you to escalate the dynamic. Asterisk, but body language is not limited to mirroring. Pay attention to her eyes specifically, how often she looks into yours. Eye contact can be a powerful signal, and when a younger woman is into you, she might engage in prolonged eye contact that feels intense or even playful. When she looks away and then looks back quickly, it could be a sign that she's not only interested, but might also be shy or unsure about how you'll respond. Asterisk, if you notice her eyes lingering on you, it's often a subconscious cue that she's trying to establish a deeper connection and is hoping you'll make a move. But while the eyes are the windows to the soul, the eyes also reveal hesitation she may want you to notice. But she might also be unsure of how you'll react. Asterisk, in addition to eye contact, physical proximity can give you clues about her level of interest. People tend to close the physical gap when they're comfortable or attracted to someone. If she's standing or sitting near you, especially when she doesn't need to, it's a sign that she feels safe and wants to be closer. The closer she gets, the more she might be waiting for you to take the lead. If she leans in during conversations, or if she stands with her body facing you, it's a signal that she's giving you an invitation, albeit a quiet one, to close the distance and make a move. Asterisk, it's important to note that this docen means she expects you to jump in with physical affection right away. It simply means she's open to it. These small actions are the unspoken cues that women give when they're waiting for you to initiate something more. Asterisk, now. You might also notice that she seems to be looking for your approval or validation in subtle ways. She may ask for your opinion on something trivial or seek your feedback on decisions. This is not a random behavior. It's a way for her to gauge how you view her, and it's often a quiet way of seeing how you'll respond when the stakes are higher. Ask, do you think this looks good on me? Or, how do you think I should approach this? If she's making herself vulnerable like this, she's probably hoping that you'll pick up on it and use it as an opportunity to take the relationship to the next level, whether that's making a move or just showing more genuine interest. Asterisk, another common but often overlooked clue is the way she reacts when you talk about future plans or shared activities. If you're casually talking about something in the future, like an event or a trip planned, she engages eagerly. That's a clear sign she's interested in spending more time with you. Pay attention to how she responds when you mention something you're doing in the future. If she asks questions, offers suggestions, or even says, "I'd love to do that," it's a subtle clue that she's leaving the door wide open for you to take the initiative and ask her to join you in those activities. Asterisk, this is one of the more direct ways she can express interest without making an explicit move. She's testing the waters to see if you'll invite her or suggest something with a romantic undertone. If you don't pick up on these clues, you risk missing out on an opportunity to take things further. Asterisk. The way she communicates with you verbally can also provide insight into her feelings. Notice the tone of her voice. Does it soften when she speaks to you? Does she laugh more when you make jokes or engage in casual conversation? These vocal cues are often subconscious ways for her to show that she enjoys your company and feels drawn to you. Additionally, if she tends to remember small details from your previous conversations and brings them up in future chats, it's a sign she's paying attention to you and values the connection. When she's attentive to what you say, it indicates that she's invested emotionally, and she might be waiting for you to act on that emotional investment. Asterisk. Something else to consider is her level of engagement when you're around her friends, or in a group setting. If she's often looking your way or finding ways to engage with you while everyone else is talking, it's a sign that she's not just being polite. She's focused on you. If you catch her glancing over at you during a group conversation or laughing a little harder at your jokes, it shows that she's actively invested in your interaction, even when there are distractions. Asterisk. At times, younger women might also engage in playful teasing or gentle banter as a way to test the waters. If she's joking around with you and subtly challenging you in a lighthearted way, it's often a sign that she's comfortable with you and is leaving an opening for you to take things to a more personal level. Playful teasing is one of the more fun and indirect ways she may be encouraging you to make a move. Asterisk. Finally, consider the way she reacts when you express vulnerability. If she's genuinely interested in you, she will likely respond with warmth, encouragement, or a reassuring touch. She might open up about her own experiences or feelings, trying to create a space where you can both be more authentic with each other. This mutual vulnerability can pave the way for a deeper connection, and it's another subtle way that she might be signaling her readiness for you to take the next step. Asterisk. Recognizing these unspoken clues requires attentiveness and an understanding that women often communicate in ways that go beyond direct words. They rely on body language, tone, proximity, and emotional cues to convey their feelings. If you notice her making an effort to connect, laughing at your jokes, engaging with you in both private and group settings, and giving you physical space to get closer, these are signs that she's waiting for you to act. Asterisk. Remember, the key to decoding these signals is patience and observation. While it may not always be easy to interpret subtle cues, by being present and attentive, you can create a deeper and more meaningful connection. It's not about making a bold move right away, but about picking up on her signals, respecting her boundaries, and slowly building a connection that feels natural. Asterisk. The unspoken clues that younger women drop when they want you to act are often subtle, but they're there if you know how to look for them. From body language to verbal cues, every little gesture is a potential sign that she's waiting for you to take the next step. The most important thing is to remain attuned to these signals and be respectful of her space and comfort zone. By doing so, you'll create a natural flow in your interactions and move toward a deeper, more meaningful connection. Asterisk. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this advice. And feel free to leave a comment below. What subtle clues have you noticed in your own relationships?